So how long have you known the Mills?
As long as I can remember.
And what would you say is their greatest virtue?
I would say that they're really man.
Wait, Gary. Wait, what did he say?
I'm not sure. Hi, I'm Gary Mill, and do I have a treat for you? No, not the cheesecake. For the first 18 years of my life, I lived with my 3 brothers, my dead sister, and the local rabbi. And my did we have some roaring times. Let's go. This is my brother Dave in the handicapped chair.
Yeah, but I'm not handicapped.
And over here is my brother Carlisle, the intellectual of the family. He went to Fordham. Tell him, Carlisle.
Well, the concept of the soul was conceived by Hegel.
I don't know where he gets it. You get me every time.
My side of the family.
These are my parents, Wallace and Grenadine Hills. My mother enjoys eating bananas and playing guitar. We always love her songs. My father, he's just all about his great stories.
So there was Grandma, standing in the chicken coop, pants down, stark naked, white hair covering her ass. I mean, it looked like fresh, know what I mean? School was gonna be closed.
So Dad, tell us a little about my brothers Dave and Carlisle.
Well, as you know, Dave is missing a chromosome. He was born without one. He lost it somewhere between the birth canal and the uterus. He has what the doctors say, the opposite of Down syndrome. It's called Up syndrome. We figured it out when his lesbian Aunt Margie came over one day, and all of a sudden there's wee little Dave bashing his head all over the table with a meat cleaver in his right arm. I didn't know the kid was that strong anyway, but he's just hitting the table, and we're like, what the hell is this? And it's just like, I got so scared. I called his mother right in, and we got Aunt Margie, and she drove her pickup truck to the hospital. Yeah. We stopped at Home Depot on the way back to get him his own meat cleaver, but it was too late. Oh, no, you can't sit there. You can't sit there. That's Dave's seat. Don't do it. Don't do it. No. 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 Dave's seat. Well, to pay for Carlisle's college education at Pepperdine University, we had to cut out Dave's kidneys in the middle of the night and sell them on the black market. Whoa! Dave, you can't be drinking that! That's wine! You got nothing left but a goddamn gallbladder!
Mother of God, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and the twins.
It's just something we've all learned to live with. And Grenadine and I have, you know. It's like everyone has their cabooses on their train engines of life, and I mean, it's hard, but you just gotta deal with it. You just gotta live with what you got. Isn't that right, sweet cheeks?
Yeah, that's right, baby. Carlisle. Carlisle is a different story all around.
Completely. Non-fiction. Non-fiction. True. Yeah.
Remember when he played the character? Oh yeah, the character in Grease, that angel, the heartthrob, the angel that comes in with the wings. Oh my God! You should have seen him. He played with
all those old women came out after the show. They were pinching his butt, his little tuchus. I mean, he was like 17 years old. He was like, "What is going on here?"
And then remember, oh my God, he came home. Oh, and he was like, "You're so beautiful."
He was Frankie Avalon, epitome, fantastic, Tony nom.
Beauty school dropout, no graduation day for you. Beauty school dropout, miss your midterms and flunk shampoo.
One time, we got Dave to participate in community theater. Production was of Mice and Men. Yeah, the theater people were so nice. You know, he was Lenny, of course. But the theater people were so nice. They came to the door and they were like, hey, we need Dave to play this part. Yeah, they were so sweet. They brought cookies and those Reese's Pieces that I loved, but I gained a couple pounds.
Honey, you're fine.
Okay, but they came to the door and they were like, hey, we need you to play this part. And, hey, Dave, remember what you said, buddy? Remember? He said, fuck you or I'll stab you in the neck with a jagged knife, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Funny stuff. No Frankie Avalon, but funny.
You know, the 3 largest landowners in England is Trinity College, Cambridge, the Queen, and the Church of England.
Look at that.
Nice.
That's nifty.
Shalom! Rabbi Goldschlong!
Hey.
Dave!
Whoa! Take it easy.
Whoa.
Take it easy.
Dave, calm down.
You have to calm down right now, okay?
You're
You
going
calm
to trip
down.
if you try to get up. Trip and kill yourself.
Where's the ducky?
Okay.
Where's the ducky?
Breathe.
Where's the ducky, Dave?
I'm the blind horse.
Where's the ducky? Blind horse.
Where's
Can't
the
see you.
ducky?
Blind
Right
horse.
along. Where's the ducky?
Where's the ducky,
Dave?
Is it in the front? Where's the ducky?
Rabbi Goldschlong has been with us as far back as I can remember, coming over to do any kind of odd jobs he can. He's oftentimes the man to fix the plumbing, switch light bulbs, that sort of thing. And the nicest thing that ever walked the planet. Most importantly, he brought the great Jewish tradition into our household. And of course, we'll never forget his consoling words after Joan's death. So, Mom and Dad, tell them about Joan.
Well, Jonesy. She was our youngest and most unattractive child. She loved life. Amazing personality. She was a killer water polo player. You should have seen her. And she loved going to the zoo. She loved sloths. Reminded them of herself.
But you know, she loved writing letters. Always writing letters. You know, she once wrote a letter to the Big Apple.
That's true.
The one.
New York City!
Doom,
Yeah.
doom.
35 cents extra for that stamp.
And, you know, so she was always writing letters 24/7. And so one time, you know, she wants to step it up in technology. So she says, Mom, can I get an internet camera? And
This is verbatim what happened.
I said, no way, Jose, no way.
No.
So what do? It's Jonesy. Of course I get her an internet camera. 35% off Walgreens, remember that?
Yeah, wasn't paying a dime more.
Yeah.
Not a dime.
So we get her this camera, and a month later, here comes Sergei walking in with his big muscles
Huge,
and red hair.
Massive,
everything.
Tattoos, everything. The works.
So here he comes, boyfriend from Russia from the internet camera thing, and he's been living with us ever since. Still now, Sergei.
No
God
way,
bless.
Sergei. How do you like that? No way, Sergei.
No way.
It's like Jose. You get it? Get it? She said it earlier.
Genius!
Yeah.
It's always genius.
Do you want some of this? It's good. 99. Good year.
Sergei. He's always a big help with the gardening. He's very reliable, very intelligent, and he's the most amazing penis I've ever seen.
The Sergei, he was so useful with the dishes and the plumbing. He had the thorax for it. And such a tight buttocks.
Sergei. No. He had just about the strongest calves I've ever seen on a human being. Massive! Massive! I mean, he could just take his shoes off, walk on his tiptoes like it was nothing. I mean, walking around the living room and just like putting stuff on top and speaking his little accent. You know, it was great. He's at least 7'1". 7'1", giant, huge. And his mustache about an inch thick from ear to ear. Yeah, no lie, straight from ear to ear. I mean, he also had these creases around his eyes from the cold weather in Russia, didn't he? Didn't he? And well, he also had this. He was a lumberjack, you know, and he and his dog Matilda were called the Russian Paul Bunyan and Babe the Blue Ox. Yeah. Yeah, Matilda's huge too. Take her throat right out. Yeah, God, get your larynx right in her mouth. Yeah.